The history of ancient Egypt. Have you ever wondered how one of the world's greatest civilizations was built? For more than 3,000 years, ancient Egypt flourished along the Nile River, becoming one of the most powerful and influential civilizations in history. Its massive pyramids, advanced engineering, and remarkable culture continue to fascinate people around the world. The story begins around 3100 BC, when King Narmer united Upper and Lower Egypt into a single kingdom. This marked the beginning of a civilization that would last longer than the Roman Empire, ancient Greece, and many other famous civilizations combined. The Nile River was the key to Egypt's success. Every year, it flooded its banks, leaving behind rich soil that made farming possible in an otherwise harsh desert. This reliable food supply allowed cities to grow, populations to increase, and one of the history's first great civilizations to emerge. Egypt was ruled by pharaohs who served both as political and military leaders. They organized massive construction throughout projects, expanded Egypt's territory, and maintained order throughout the kingdom. Around 2600 BC, during the Old Kingdom, Pharaoh Khufu commissioned the construction of Great Pyramid of Giza, originally standing nearly 147 meters or 481 feet tall. It remained the tallest man-made structure in the world for almost 4,000 years. Even today, it is the only surviving wonder of ancient world. Building the pyramids required incredible planning. Thousands of skilled workers, engineers, and laborers transported and carefully positioned millions of massive stone blocks with astonishing precision. Even after these incredible structures were built, after the Old Kingdom, Egypt experienced a period of political instability before entering the Middle Kingdom. During this time, trade expanded, cities grew, and major construction projects continued across the kingdom. Around 1550 BC, Egypt entered the New Kingdom, becoming one of the most powerful empires that ancient world. Its armies expanded Egypt's border into parts of Africa and Middle East. While trade brought value for goods such as gold, ivory, spices, and cedar wood from distant islands. One of Egypt's most successful rulers was Hatshepsut, who greatly expanded trade and oversaw impressive buildings projects, including magnificent temples that are still standing today. Another famous ruler was Tutankhamun, often called King Tut. Although he ruled for only 10 years and died at a young age, he became world famous after British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered his nearly untouched tomb in 1922. It contained more than 5,000 artifacts, providing an incredible glimpse into life in ancient Egypt. Another legendary pharaoh was Ramses II, often known as Ramses the Great. He ruled for 66 years, led military campaigns, and commissioned enormous monuments, including the famous temple of Abu Simbel. Many historians consider him one of Egypt's greatest rulers. Ancient Egypt was also remarkably advanced in science and technology. Egyptians developed one of the earliest writing systems, known as the hieroglyphics, and invented papyrus, an early form of paper. They made significant advances in mathematics, engineering, medicine, astronomy, and many of which influenced later civilizations. They also created detailed calendars, designed as sophisticated irrigation systems for farming, and built massive temples and monuments with incredible precision, many of which have survived for thousands of years. Despite its strength, ancient Egypt eventually began to decline as foreign powers gained influence. It was conquered by the Assyrians, then the Persians, and later by Alexander the Great in 332 BC. After Alexander's death, the Ptolemaical dynasty ruled Egypt, with Cleopatra the seventh becoming its final ruler. After Cleopatra defeated in 30 BC, Egypt became part of the Roman Empire. bringing more than 3,000 years of ancient Roman Empire, Egyptian civilization to an end. Even today, the legacy of ancient Egypt lives on the pyramids still tower above the desert. Hieroglyphics continue to be studied by historians, and its achievements in engineering, architecture, medicine, science remain among the greatest accomplishments of the ancient world. Ancient Egypt wasn't just one of history's longest-lasting civilizations. It was one of the most extraordinary, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire humanity thousands of years later.